Oh, poor guy.
Sorry, little fella. Science comes first. There! I think we're ready, Miss Wolf. Remember, the launch is the easy part. What's really impressive is the landing. We should get to safety. Follow me. Preparing for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launching!
Wait, what was that?
Oh no, Elroy! Are you okay?
That was quite a landing.
Haha, very funny. Something must have gone wrong with the controls.
I saw some kind of electrical discharge. Maybe that had something to do with it?
I'd better go check the damage.
Brace yourself. It's not pretty.
Oh, wow. It's ruined. 9 months. And all my savings. I'll never get funding now.
Sorry about your roof. And your rocket. Maybe you can still save part of it?
I need to go up and check. I'd better remove the rocket. I don't want it falling in and destroying anything else.
I'm sorry about your rocket.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. I hope it still works. Let me try and pull it out. Let's see. Oh my. It's completely destroyed. Months of hard work for nothing. Oh, great. But wait, what's that glowing thing down there? Maybe I can see it better from downstairs. Holy cow, what a mess. But hey, what's that glowing thing up there? Is that what's been making the noise?
Whoa, what is it? A radio or something?
Someone must have hidden it a long time ago. Nobody did any fixing up there since my dad disappeared. Until now.
Hey, look! There's some kind of button in the middle. Something's happening.
Holy cow.
Is that who I think it is?
Wait, is this thing on? Sayak. All right, let's do this.
Dad.
Hello, son. You must be wondering where I am. I have no idea how long this message will take to get to you, or how long it's been for you.
18 years.
I don't think he can hear you.
I'm losing all sense of time here. You remember the story about the Hani Pentagon I used to tell you at bedtime? It turns out, it's all true.
I knew it.
There's a whole new world out here, son. My business partner, Cyril Wonderbrust, trapped me here.
What?
He took something back with him. Something dangerous. I need you to get help and come find me. You'll need the gate crystal. If I know Cyril as well as I think, he'll keep it close. Once you have the crystal, find the honey pentagon. Check my book for clues. I love you, son. I never wanted this to happen, but I'm stuck here. And you're my only hope.
Oh my god. Do you realize what this means? All these years, everyone's been saying the Hani Pentagon is just a legend. I have to tell my boss. This is gonna be the story of the decade.
Dad? He's alive?
Yeah, and we are going to find him.
We?
Yeah, didn't you hear him? He said to get help. I'm your help.
I don't know. How do we... Where do we even start?
We start by figuring out where the Hani Pentagon is. Get your dad's book and meet me in my office at Slope City News.
But... my roof. What if it rains?
I actually know a guy. But it's Sunday, and I don't think he'll be able to help you out before tomorrow.
Look, I need to process this.
Sure, I understand. Take as much time as you need. I'll be at my office. I can start trying to figure out what the heck happened in 1975.
Dad. Could you really be alive? All right, she said Slope City News. That's a few blocks from here. It's a message from Dad.
Hey, Elroy!
Yeah?
What did you say to that girl? She ran off like the devil was chasing her.
We found a message from my dad.
Diego? What did it say?
I think he may be alive.
Holy macaroni, alive? Alive where?
I'm not sure. Somewhere far away, he said.
Well, are you gonna find out?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure? Why the hell not?
To be honest, it's really hard for me to wrap my head around it. It took me a long time to get over my dad being gone. Now that I have a chance to learn more about all that, I'm afraid of what I might find. I'm afraid of feeling like I felt back then again.
You never get over losing a parent, believe me. It just becomes part of who you are. All those feelings, they are repressed, maybe faded, but they are still there. Real and deep. If I had a chance to have one more conversation with my father or mom, I would take it in a second. Trust me, Elroy, if you don't go after this, you'll regret it forever.
Maybe you're right.
Darn right I am. Now, get your ass moving and do this.
Okay. Thanks for the broom, Mrs. Kadinsky.
Took you long enough to give it back.
Sorry.
Now I can finally sweep up all those cobwebs. My house looks like it's Halloween in here.
You made it.
Hi.
Listen, I wanted to apologize for earlier. I got a little excited, but I can't imagine how you must be feeling right now.
That's all right. It's been 18 years. But I think I'm ready to find out what really happened to my dad.
You sure you're okay? We can give it a few days.
No, yeah, I'm sure. Let's do this. Here, I brought the book.
These letters and numbers could be useful. So Hani means pine tree in the Karis language.
Yeah, looks like it. I was doing some reading, and Karis is considered a language isolate now. Although it used to be grouped together with other languages, like Hokansuan, Wichita, Siouan, Yuchi, Caddoan, and Iroquoian, I think.
To think that the biggest mystery of our time could be hidden inside the San Gallardo Valley.
It's a big valley with a lot of desert.
What do you know about these Ryongi?
Nobody really knows who they were. They seem to appear in a certain moment in history without clear continuity.
Do you think it's possible that there's an extraterrestrial connection here?
I always thought the alien theory was a bit far-fetched, but after seeing your dad's message, I'm not so sure. There, those numbers.
It looks like a coordinate. 34.0584 degrees north.
Wait, isn't there supposed to be a second number?
Oh.
Oh, what?
Oh, must have gotten some rocket fuel on it. Well, we have the latitude at least. Do you have a map? And a pencil?
Let me check. There should be pencils in the cup behind you.
34.0584 degrees north. This means the location is somewhere along this horizontal line. Shoot! That's literally hundreds of miles of desert. This is pointless. We'll never be able to search that whole area.
Wait, I might have some clues to narrow it down. I've been looking through our database for news from 1975, when your father disappeared, trying to spot anything weird, anything that stands out. And there are 3 things. Zarya Wonderbrust died in an accident in 1975.
Wait, Zarya? That sounds familiar. I remember my neighbor Mrs. Kandinsky talking about her. I think she used to date Mayor Wanderbrust.
Maybe you should go talk to her again. Zarya Wonderbrust died in an accident in 1975.
Wait, Zarya? I think...
Maybe you should... Pompous Compass went out of business in 75.
Pompous what?
The Compass Company. It went bankrupt that same year. Apparently, there were hundreds of reports of compasses spinning uncontrollably around a certain area. Wait, you have got to be kidding me. Charles McGee was the founder and CEO?
You mean Space Blanket Charlie from Park Square?
Yup. You should go talk to him. This article is about a missing train station.
Train station?
The San Gallardo Express went from 13 stops to 12 that year.
Well, why is that significant?
It isn't in itself, but when I went to check where the missing station was, all information connected to it was redacted.
Like someone was covering it up?
Possibly. Maybe you can ask around Slope City Station, see what you can find out.
All right, got it. Go see Space Blanket Charlie, talk to Mrs. Kadinsky, and snoop around the train station. What about the crystal my dad mentioned?
Let me worry about that part. I'll be here trying to figure out a plan.
My dad's book. I've never quite gotten around to reading it. Old newspaper articles, diplomas, and a picture of some old guy.
That's our founder, Mr. Charles Foster Hearst.
Just a regular phone. Huh, an inkjet. Interesting choice. I would have thought a laser printer would be better for an office like this.
I try not to print a lot, saving the environment and all.
Wanderbrust Tower, the seat of power in Slope City. Hi.
Hey, Elroy.
So, we need to narrow down the location of the Hani Pentagon.
Yeah. Do you want to see the articles I found again?
Sure. Let's go over this one more time. How's it going with the plan to get my dad's crystal?
Still working on it. I'll try to make one by the time you find the location of the Hani Pentagon.
Sorry, but I need to ask. How come you're helping me with all this? Especially after that whole disaster with my rocket.
Are you serious? Look, I'm a journalist, and I can recognize a good story when I see one. And this, my friend, is the story of a lifetime. Besides, I'm a nerd for all things archaeology, and especially the stuff your father was working on. I mean, the Hani Pentagon, a giant conspiracy involving the mayor of Slope City, the chance to find the famous Dr. DeLuna. There is no way I'm letting this go.
Do you think that my dad might really be alive?
It's possible, at least. And even if, and I'm not saying that's the case, but even if he's not, don't you want to know what happened to him?
I guess. All right. Back to the grind.
Good luck.
Hi again, Mrs. Kandinsky.
Hi.
Peggy and I...
Oh, I like the sound of that. About time you met someone.
Come on, Mrs. Kandinsky, it's not like that. Anyway, we've been doing some research, and it turns out Zarya Wanderbrust died the same year my dad disappeared.
Really? 1975, right? Never made that connection.
Can you tell me more about what happened?
Well, you know, I used to date Cyril Wanderbrust, who's now mayor, until he left me for that young little thing, that Zarya. I was heartbroken. Still am, to be honest. That son of a... Anyway, Cyril was suddenly madly in love. It all happened so fast. I was sure it wasn't gonna last. But it did. And he married that girl. Took her to Vegas, the whole deal. Then, one day, I think it was 75, They were up there on top of Wonderbreast Tower. He used to take me there, you know. And if I remember right, there was a total lunar eclipse. Like tonight. And I don't know what happened, but the girl fell from the tower and died.
That's terrible.
I think that to this day, Cyril would do anything to get that girl back.
Do you think there's a connection? My dad and Mayor Wonderbrust used to work together.
I don't know. I never asked him about his work. But I do know one thing. Cyril never lets anything or anyone stand between him and what he wants.
Mrs. Kandinsky, my dad mentioned something called a gate crystal. Mayor Wonderbrust is supposed to have it. You wouldn't happen to know anything about it? It's super important.
Gate crystal. That sounds like something from Cyril's expeditions. But he never really talked about his work. He always did spend a lot of time in his office, though. That's the first place I would look if I were you. I'm not sure they'll let you in, though.
Maybe they don't need to let us in.
Oh, exciting. You know, we once snuck into the marketing director's office at the airline. He had a legendary liquor cabinet from hosting all those important big shots. Our office parties could get pretty crazy, and everything closed real early back then, not like today. Anyway, I do know a little something about breaking and entering.
I didn't say we were going to break in.
Well, whatever you do, I don't judge. Just make sure you don't get caught.
Hey, do you remember that the San Gallardo train used to have 13 stops?
To tell you the truth, I never really kept count. Besides, I prefer driving to taking the train. Why are you asking?
Well, apparently there are only 12 stops now, and I'm trying to find where that town is the train has been skipping.
I have no idea. But there's probably someone at the train station who knows. Why don't you ask there?
Yeah, I'll do that. Thanks anyway.
Gotta go. Bye.
Yeah.
The magnification on this thing is incredible. If I was a creep, I could spy on... It's a message from Dad. Pencils, wood, and graphite, aka carbon. The same stuff diamonds are made from. A map of San Gallardo. We're looking for clues to my dad's dig site. This lady looks like she's going on a trip. Hi there.
Oh, hi. Are you going to Draketown for the symposium as well?
What symposium?
The Geographical Symposium, of course. I'm writing an article about it for the Slope City Journal.
Slope City Journal, huh? Do you know Peggy Wolf?
Oh, yes. Very ambitious, that girl. I like her energy. Good writing skills, too. Is she a friend of yours?
Yeah, sort of.
Uh-huh. Well, she's a keeper, that one.
If you're going to the symposium, you must know a lot about this region?
You could say that. What I don't know, I can look up in this book. San Gallardo, Chronicle of Settlements, published in 1974. Very few copies exist, you know. I found it in my mother's things after she passed away.
Oh, sorry to hear.
No, don't worry. It was a few years ago, but thanks.
Do you know anything about a train station that used to be part of the express line?
I'm afraid I know nothing about train stations, but if you give me an old place name, I can look it up for you in this book.
Any chance I could borrow that book of yours?
No, sorry. This was my late mother's and it means the world to me. But I'm happy to use it to help you if you want.
See you later. Hi there.
Hi again.
See you later.
Do not leave your baggage unattended. For security reasons, unattended baggage will be removed and destroyed. Using our patented high-pressure implosion system.
Unattended baggage detected. Danger, danger. Bag must be destroyed. Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate.
Whoa!
If I put a bag on the floor here and leave, the security bot will probably destroy it. Time waits for no one, does it? The guy in there might know something about the 13th station. Unattended baggage, reduced to a pile of dust. I better not bother her.
Unattended baggage will be destroyed.
I've always wondered if they actually follow through. Excuse me?
Yes?
Fancy bag security system you got there.
Top of the line Greystone 5000. It's never failed once.
But aren't you worried about false positives?
Like what?
Like innocent people getting their bags destroyed while using the bathroom?
Oh, we take security very seriously. At Slope City Station, we don't wait, we detonate.
But there has never been a bomb attack in Slope City. Ever.
Exactly. Why do you think that is? People like us, behind the scenes, making the world a safer place. You're welcome.
Okay. I wonder if you could help me with something.
Go on, I don't have all day.
All right. So I heard that the San Gallardo Express used to have 13 stops.
The San Gallardo Express is a 12-stop line. Always was, and always will be.
But the article said...
Now move on. You're holding up the line.
Line? What line? There's nobody here. Great. Hello? Where did you go? That's strange. He must be hiding something. The guy in there might know something about the 13th station. Looks like this bus is going to Draketown. They keep an actual security bot in there. They keep an... This poor guy's been coming here every day for years. He never gets on a train, though. I don't want to bother him. I'm not putting my hand in there. A golden color spray. A golden color spray. This speaker is part of the train station's PA system. He looks exactly like the ticket clerk inside. I wonder if they're twins.